afternoon, good evening, and good morning to all you people out there in the gaming community. It is Lady Sinister coming to you with some free-for-all gameplay where I go up against some boosters and target finder LMGs. But I'm not going to focus on the gameplay today because I want to talk about a subject close to my heart. And recently, as I follow a lot of Americans, I heard the story of Adrian Peterson's 2-year-old son being beaten to death by its mother's boyfriend. Now, this is one story in a long line of stories I've heard in the news recently about child abuse. And that's what I want to talk about, is child abuse. Now, I don't think you should put your hands on any child. Now, I'm not talking about a little short, sharp smack, just to give your child a reality check or to grab their attention. I understand that, I'm a parent myself. But I'm talking about what would happen to you if you went in the street and you punched someone in the face. I'm talking about what would happen to you if you took off your belt and you went and hit someone in the street. I'm talking about what would happen to you if you went out and brought a custom paddle with a Bible verse on it and hit someone in the street. You would be sent to prison. So why do people think it's acceptable to do that to innocent children? That's what I'm talking about. To me, in my eyes, that's child abuse. There's no grey area. There's no saying that's discipline. To me, it's black and white. You lay your hands on a child like that and it's child abuse. It wouldn't be acceptable in normal society, so why do you think you can do it to your children just because you gave birth to them? It's not acceptable. Regardless of what the situation is, it never calls for that kind of violence. Parenting like that is wrong. Hitting someone, violence like that, causes fear. And fear leads to anger. And anger leads to hate. That child will turn around and hate you. And when it gets old enough, it will turn around and smack you square on your face, and you deserve it. You know why? Because you went around about it the wrong way. You laid your hands on them. So what did you teach them but violence? So it's your own downfall. Now, if you are able to discipline your children right, they will do as they're told because they love and respect you. It's not out of fear, it's out of love and respect. Now, I've got 2 kids. I've had people who hate children come and say to me, usually I hate kids in restaurants, I can't stand to be around kids, but your kids have changed my mind. Why? Because I only have to look at my child and I know that when we are out of the house, their behaviour is spot on. I only have to give them a look and they know that their behaviour is not up to par. I'm a very strict parent and I discipline my kids without laying a finger on them. Now this is from the moment they've been born. What happens if your boss turned around and punched you in your face at work? For one, there would be a lawsuit. But 2, how would you know what you did at work that was wrong? Because your boss just came and punched you in the face. You wouldn't know what you did was wrong. You don't understand what you could have possibly done to your boss to cause him to come and punch you in your face. So why do we think children are magically supposed to know what they did wrong unless we explain to them? Kids, children, anybody, human beings aren't born with the ability to know what is wrong and what is right. It is our job as parents to teach our children what is right and what is wrong. So discipline your children by explaining to them what they did wrong so that in the next situation when it comes up that they will be able to choose the right way or face the consequences of being disciplined. They will know that if they make the wrong decision, they will be disciplined. That's the way I see parenting. That's the way I parent my children. I am very strict and I protect my children. I've had a lot of arguments with people because I turn around and I say that nobody is allowed to say a word to my children without speaking to me first. because I am my child's first line of defense. And usually in these abuse cases, it is always someone close to the child that ends up causing the abuse. So to me, I'm like, if you want to speak to my children, you better come first to me or their father, and we will vet you. And if we think that you are okay, then you can speak to my children. But you can't come up and say hello to my child without even coming and speaking to me first. It doesn't happen. Because I am my child's first line of defense. I am there to protect them. I brought them into the world. They are a gift to me. It's not my right. They are a gift. There are people out there who can't have children. It is not your right to have children just because you can have sex. It is not your right. Every child that is born is a gift and should be treated as such. That is my view. I've got 2 kids and I see them as a blessing, never as a curse. And that's the way I feel about child abuse. It makes me angry. It makes my blood boil. And anybody who lays their hands on children in front of me will be having my hands laid on them. And that's just the way it is. I'm going to finish ranting now because I feel like I've gone on long enough about this subject and I could probably go on all night. And so I'm going to stop my commentary here. But I felt like I had to get this rant out there because, you know, Twitter and other social networks, they are not long enough for you to get your point across properly. So I felt like I should do this video. So I'm just, you know, this is just a little rant video about a subject I feel strongly about. So I'm going to leave my commentary here. Feel free to share your opinions in the comments section, but this was just me getting something off my chest. So I'm gonna say goodbye.